marker. No hard feelings, guys. Let's get right to it. Let's talk movies. What's going on, Alamo City Movie Talk fans? As always, I'm your host, Ryan D, aka Ryan680.
I'm Angela Ange.
And this is Alamo City Movie Talk, guys. If you have not already, be sure to like, share, subscribe to us on our Alamo City Movie Talk page. Hit that subscribe notification to get notified for movie reviews in this case, or trailer reactions we got coming up next, and reviews. I mean, we just came back from Dallas Fan Expo, which I thought was just amazing. It was a fantastic. So much enthusiasm of the fans, so much enthusiasm, just everybody gathering. Fandom is real. It was alive. I mean, I had a blast at Fan Expo Dallas. I know you did, right? As well.
10 out of 10. We'll definitely do it again.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for having us.
Yeah.
And we enjoyed all the aspects, all the cosplayers,
yes,
all the celebrities that came out. And just all the experiences and vendors and artists that were there. So
yeah, it was really cool.
Great experience.
Definitely. All right, guys, with that out of the way, let's get right to it, ladies and gentlemen. Angela, what are we reviewing today?
We are reviewing No Hard Feelings.
No Hard Feelings, guys, stars Jennifer Lawrence and Andrew Barth. On the brink of losing her home, Maddie finds an intriguing job listing. Helicopter parents looking for someone to bring their innovative 19-year-old son out of his shell before college. She has one summer to make him a man or die trying.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, you know, what did you think of this movie, Angela? We just got done watching it last night, and I was, you know, this is something a little bit different than what we're used to seeing Jennifer Lawrence in. We're more serious, more of a serious tone, dramatic roles that we're used to seeing her. The last movie I can recall was that Apple movie, which was very dramatic, which I thought was not bad. It didn't sit well with me, the last movie that we saw her in. With that being out of the way, what did you think of this movie? Was it busting out laughing? Did it keep you entertained? I mean, what did you think of this film?
So I'm not gonna lie, I didn't have a big high expectations going into this film.
Yeah.
I was really only going it because I love Jennifer Lawrence. I love a lot of the movies she's done, aside from Hunger Games, which is her like breakout role. But yeah, all the projects she's done before, I think she's done a great job. So I was really excited to see her in there. Now, I did kind of get the feeling it would be like raunchy and kind of like that type of humor right off the bat. So that's not usually my cup of tea. But I got to say, it was really funny in this case. You know, and it's like typically like role reverse. Like she's the older woman trying to effectively seduce this like 19-year-old, a very introverted, nerdy to himself, dork. Genius though, about to go to Princeton.
Yeah.
So she's trying to seduce him, and it just goes above his head. Bless his heart. But I gotta say, I enjoyed it a lot more than I thought it would. I loved her in it, and I gotta say, he was really great as well. Andrew Barth. He was so funny, and it just came so natural. I like the chemistry, the banter between them. It was really great.
Yeah, you know, Jennifer Lawrence, she was very funny on definitely moments here. But the thing is that the thing that bothered me a lot that I had to say in the beginning, because I enjoyed this movie. I enjoyed a lot of her scenes together. I enjoyed her and Andrew. It was weird because it was definitely a scene where Lex kind of said in our out of theater reaction was that, and I agree with him, is that the fact that this guy Andrew Barth actually was like co-acting with an A-list actor, because again, he hasn't been in a bunch of stuff, so we can't call him A-list yet, but he hasn't been in much stuff as Jennifer Lawrence has. Jennifer Lawrence has already a reputation. She has that high-class resume from the Hunger Games. Granted, I miss her being in the Hunger Games, whatever, they're rebooting it, that's fine, whatever, but she did good, and they both were like acting one another, really corresponding with each other, and it just flowed very well. I like that a lot. It flowed very well. It didn't feel like Jennifer Lawrence was like because she is the main star here, really, in reality. I mean, Matthew Broderick plays plays one of the parents, and God, wow.
He was so funny.
Yeah. The parents that Andrew Barth have, that was another thing. I was just like, is this really real? Like, oh my God.
Yes.
What
people,
the circumstances that they were put in, I was just like, what the hell? Like, what the hell? Is this it's just crazy. I was very pleasantly surprised here on the situations that Andrew was in, and just the fact that they were hiring a person off of Craigslist and trying to get her to like date,
Well, that I don't know if that happens, but are there helicopter parents exactly like that?
Yeah,
absolutely. They exist in the world. Now, was the plot a little kind of like ridiculous?
It was loosey goosey. It was very goose. It was very goofy. It's goofy. Okay, yeah. Granted, guys, this is actually the same written by the same people who did Good Boys, which I thought was really good because I really enjoyed that movie. The Good Boys, I enjoyed it so much. I had a blast watching that movie. Now, with that being out of the way, I kind of felt like, and this guy also was in a co-executive to The Office as well, so he knows comedy. He knows our raunchy comedy, and this was very raunchy, and
I wouldn't say it was very, because there's a lot of different movies out there that are like a little bit more overboard than this.
Like The Hangover and all that? Or
yeah, so I gotta say this is like not as out there in terms of that type of humor, because I don't really like movies like that. They're like The Hangover's funny, sure, but it's not like, oh my god, it's great, it's the best. Like I know a lot of people who love The Hangover. I know
there's the following there is. I'm not a huge Hangover guy, which is funny because I'm a huge Superbad guy. I love put a comment down below. Do you love Superbad? I if it's on any time of the day, I mean, I have to watch it. McLovin, I have to watch it. How in the F could it be between Muhammad and McLovin? Like I just love that scene. It's just so good. Jonah Hill does a good job in there. I love that scene.
I gotta say, the humor wasn't too overbearing. Were some of the scenes and the plot storylines a little far-fetched, sure.
But this was all in good fun. The circumstances they were in, though, without spoiling it, it was just overbearing. Like, that doesn't look real in certain scenes.
But, it's funny. It's funny. And so I got to say, I think one of my favorite scenes, though, it kind of pokes fun at the generational gap.
Oh, my God.
That was hilarious.
Let's talk about, so the fact that they were so accurate on, instead of, like, breaking a fight, everyone just does this.
Yeah.
Oh my god. What did you just say? You're homophobic?
We're gonna try.
Are you homophobic? Are you homophobic? I'm just kidding. But yeah, it was nerve wracking. I was just like, God, this is so accurate.
And I thought it was funny where they're like, "How old are you? 23? You're so
old." And I was just like, damn. If they think 23 is old, we 30. We 30. It's all good. Yeah.
So I love there was like a party scene where they highlight the differences between.
We 30. We old. We really old. We senior discount. What is it? They even made jokes. Oh, let me make a senior discount.
It was really funny.
Oh man, we're old.
But it made me. It was so cringy because you're like, that's how it is.
But she's a millennial just like us. So it was good. It was good, entertaining. I was laughing at specifically those moments, and it just sucks and shocking that that's the generation, TikTok generation and all that. It sucks. Gen Z, and granted, it really brought highlight into that, and I love that. I really did. I love it because it was entertaining. It brought the perspective of the college people going to college as of right now. My sister, who's a Gen Z, it makes sense. It does. It makes sense to the story. And I like that. I enjoy it. Jennifer Lawrence, I loved her acting in here. I did. I'm not gonna lie. She did a great job in here.
So funny. She does serious and comedy very well. So
I thought it was really good, really well put together. Granted, though, I'm not gonna lie. I really want to see her do something that's a little bit more. I mean, granted, she's done that other serious Russian film that came out a few years ago. I want to see something different. Maybe just something more artistic. Maybe a little bit more artistic in her realm, because I feel like she could really exceed on those levels.
She did, I think, Mother.
Oh yeah, Mother.
Back.
Yeah,
she's
Mother.
done roles. Her repertoire is so versatile.
Yeah.
And I also want to extend the same.
I forgot about that. Yes.
To Andrew Barth. I think this is a great film for him to break out
to start off. Yeah.
To start off with, and I think he did such a really good job. So I would like to see him in future roles too.
Yeah. I keep forgetting Jennifer Lawrence was in Don't Look Up, and of course the X-Men series. But I just
X-Men.
As Raven, as Mystique, Mystique, which I thought she was a really good Mystique, but that's just me saying that. She definitely has a broad resume. I'll say that. And it's really good. But yeah, I definitely enjoyed this movie. Was this the fun we deserved? I'm gonna say yeah. Politely, yes, say yes. Rating 1 out of 10. Tell me the highest end, so we can give this rating.
I would give it, considering that again, it's not my genre that I typically enjoy. I did enjoy both of them in here. as well as the other cast. And it did make me laugh more than I thought it would, so I'll give it a solid 7.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right. I'm going to have to give this a solid 6.5, guys. 6.5 here. I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed the chemistry between them. And they both brought something to the table. I like that a lot. I like it when an actor shares a star, an A-list star like Jennifer Lawrence or anyone that shares the repertoire of the acting scenes of just the whole movie, like the whole film. I feel like they were both on camera equal times. Because they felt, I mean, we got single scenes of him, solo scenes of each other, and I like that a lot. I felt like it was really intuitive to the story, and it was good. I'll admit that. But yeah, 6.5 out of 10, guys, definitely. And you gave it a 7, right? All right, guys. We do recommend this movie, guys. Obviously, by giving it a little bit above rating, we do recommend this film. And yeah, I mean, I really thought that this movie was gonna be. I didn't really go with high expectations in it because I didn't think it was gonna do that good. I mean, the trailer kind of let me on. I was like, oh, this kind of looks like Failure to Launch. I know a lot of people were talking about that, but this is definitely different than the Matthew McConaughey movie and the Kate Hudson film with Failure to Launch. Definitely a different movie. I guarantee that if you're going in thinking it's Failure to Launch, yeah, that's gonna be failure to fail. It's not gonna be definitely not the right film for you when it comes to this one versus. It has that same romantic comedy, but I gotta admit though,
I wouldn't say this is romantic.
Okay, I gotta admit though, I didn't like the ending. That's the one thing I did not like, the ending.
Sure. But I wouldn't classify it as a rom-com. I would classify it, gosh, I don't even know what to say. It's just like a raunchy comedy.
A comedy.
Yeah, I wouldn't even, there's no like, I know the premise is like she tries to date him, seduce him, whatever. But there's like no romantic aspects of it. It's just like at the end of the day, a friendship that develops, and I'm okay with that, you know. So I'm
a sucker for rom-coms. So.
I'm not. So
yeah,
I gotta say, I liked the ending. I gotta pose you a little bit on there. But overall, I think it was a pretty good film. I think you guys will enjoy it.
Nice. All right, guys. Thank you so much for making this a part of your day. And if you haven't already, be sure to like, share, subscribe to us on our Alamo City Movie Talk page. As always, I'm your host, Ryan D. aka Ryan680.
Imagine that,
It's Alamo City Movie Talk, guys. Stay safe, San Antonio. Catch you later. Peace.